Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I have here in my shop today 2015 Toyota Prius, right? And this one has approximately 72,000 miles. And this is the situation when the owner is a new, they bought it used and they have no idea, it didn't come with any service history. And since we don't know how this Prius was used in the past, it could have been used in the severe driving conditions, right? I explained what that means in different video on this YouTube channel. So since there's no history of service, I recommend it as a preventative measure for the future for keeping this vehicle perfect, also to replace transmission fluid. And why did I say that? Well, if you open the owner's manual, right, you have the warranty and maintenance brochure, you will actually find out that at 60,000 miles, if it is used in the severe conditions, the fluid should be replaced. So this video will be about how looks, in which shape and condition is the fluid in 2015 Prius, which has 72,000 miles. Now this is the fluid, right, which needs to be used. It's a ATF-WS, which means world standard. And to really evaluate the shape and quality of that, I cleaned completely the sketching pen. So let's go get that fluid out and we will see in which condition it is. You guys are pros, you know how this is done already from different videos. But here is the drain plug, right? And here is the filler plug. So the pros, you guys know it's a hex number 10, right? This tool. And last time I did that, somebody was getting really upset that I didn't crack open first the filler plug. As a safety precaution, right? I went and opened immediately the drain plug because I knew I will open this later. This is it was, right? Beautiful vehicle. If you have a correct range of the tool selected, right? It will pop open. But first the safety sake and perfection and request from the viewer or possibly subscriber, let's crack open the filler first, right? Did you hear that? Yep. So that's loose. And now I know if I drain it here, I will be able to fill it up later. And I continue for you live here, right? Live from the Peter's garage. And we will crack open the bottom. And there we go. The moment of the truth is coming. Unless this was done by somebody else, now we will find out how this transmission fluid looks after 72,000 miles. And it's a 2015, right? So this is, oh yeah. And for you experts, you already know, right? You know how this fluid looks brand new. And look at that darkness. Wow. This is really old. So the owner, she was right. She was like, yeah. I want to make sure this is perfectly serviced and perfect for years to come. Let me do the close-up. Right now it's running out. And we will put it in those side-by-side containers like we did in different videos. And compare it. Compare the brand new, right? And compare the old one. Now, how much fluid supposed to come out of this, huh? Actually, guess what? Toyota tells you in your owner's manual. They give you a hint that 3.6 quarts And they write, I believe, that yeah, it's just info for you. So that WS, these are quarts, right? So it should come out approximately 3.6 quarts of this fluid as a drain and refill procedure. So I will also measure this amount for you, and I will give you that info a little bit later in this video. I will go ahead and remove that filler plug so there's no vacuum, right? When it's getting out, it can perfectly drain. I will let it drain for a while, at least 10 minutes. I have time for it, and then we will continue. Now, to give you numbers, right, or idea how much it could take you if you want to do it by yourself, this is approximately only 10 minutes, and it stopped dripping, right? So I will put that lower plug back in the case there will be a small drip. I don't want to have a mess on the floor, garage floor. I like to keep it clean. So I will put this one back, and we can finally carefully torque it with the crusher washer, right? Ideally brand new one replaced. And now we can finally observe how bad that fluid is. And I already know you guys like this setup here, and you love this little show. So here we are, the old fluid. It's coming on this side, and I will go ahead and pour the new fluid on the other side for you. One of those, it's open. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I will be using it to pour it in. And look at it. Look at the difference. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Isn't this absolutely unbelievable? What a difference is in that fluid after 72,000 miles. So definitely no sealed for life or stuff like that. If somebody tells you, right, you guys telling me in the comments and sharing with others that you are frustrated with some dealerships who will tell you, no, we will not replace them. It's hard to believe that. I have a hard time believing something like that, right? How can dealer say, apparently, I mean, it didn't happen to me, but you guys said it will somewhere where you live. Dealer will say, no. It's even in the owner's manual written that it needs to be replaced or flushed, right? What I'm doing here today, it's flush. I will put a new one there, the correct level. I will drive it around and then get it out once more time and fill it, right, with the correct fill. So that's what I'm doing here today. It's simple, and I know that fluid will be good for another at least 60,000 miles. Now, how much fluid was inside? And here you can see that I poured the content of this show glass, right, an entire catching pan. It's inside of this measuring pan. Measuring, what is it? Jug. So if you look with me, right, on the right are liters and on the left are quarts. I put even little marks for you so you can read it. So what you will say came out somewhere between 3 and 3.5, right? So we can say it's either 325 or 3.3 quarts, right, on the left of that ATFWS. So wink wink, right? If you ever think that you will just drain and refill, obviously all you need to go buy 4 quarts, right? Measure exactly what came out of yours and pump it back, right? It's not easy. That entrance there, it's kind of hidden behind but you can buy a pump and do this maintenance by yourself. I will urge you, don't try to save money and thinking, hey, this is too expensive, the WS. I will buy something else. I urge you, if you have such an expensive vehicle, please do yourself and the car a favor and use original fluid. I believe personally it's worth it. And that was another video from my garage for you, for the Toyota community, right? To help you understand what is happening with the vehicles you might own, or even better, do your own maintenance by yourself. Thank you for watching and be subscribed. I have a lot coming to your way from my garage. See you later, my friend.